Happy New Year, Scorpio. Welcome to Will's Controversy. What I'm doing today is doing a quick general romance reading on for the astrological sign of Scorpio from what I see coming up for you from now until the end of the month. I've already laid the cards out for you for timing purposes and to cut back one time. Let's begin with your reading. Let's start with your first card, which is related to your past. That card is the Five of Clubs. And this card brings about a sense of competitiveness. And when I usually see this card in my readings, it makes me think of a love who has recently returned to you. Someone perhaps cast you aside or you cast them aside due to some type of competitive nature of the relationship, of how the relationship was in the past. Perhaps that person had a lot of people that they were dealing with and you discovered it, or either it could be you who had the other, a few people. But in any event, the person has returned back into your life as if to have a last go around. And it looks like too, in terms of the person kind of returning to you, it's kind of making you kind of take a various look or a serious look at where you are in your life or kind of where you hope to go due to the discussions that you two have been having. Now, I'm picking up the fact that it looks like here you have the I picked up two cards just to get more information on the types of or the astrological sign that perhaps may have come back. And I've chosen the Queen of Clubs and the Queen of Hearts. And of course, this is a fire and a water sign. So it's more than likely that Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio has perhaps return back into your life. And it could possibly be a person that looks like they could be from a different background or a different culture than what you have been accustomed to. It could also possibly be someone of a different race, but not necessarily. But it is somebody with a background that is kind of different from you, or an upbringing different from what you've kind of been raised. Okay, now let's kind of look at and see where you are now. We have the Five of Spades card here. So I'm going to just take this card so you can just see it a little bit more clearly. I'm just seeing here with this card, it just brings about a sense of, kind of regret in some sense, or possibly nostalgia. And it also makes you feel a sense that you're kind of, you're kind of longing for love, but even though this person has kind of returned back into your life, you're saying to yourself, am I really willing to kind of settle myself short for this person when I know the past has really proven to me that this person really never returns his or her affection in kind? Let's just move on to the near future here, which is the Four of Diamonds here. And it just looks like that one of the obstacles that might be in the way of you two kind of really being together, it could be possibly that this could be a long distance relationship, or if it's something involved with geography or perhaps where the person might work. It looks like it may be some distance between the two of you, or something is causing an obstacle, which is kind of impeding your ability to kind of be together as you would kind of want to be. But of course, if you two are willing to work out those obstacles, the two of you certainly can unite, and work those matters out. But I just kind of feel that even if you did unite, you're not going to really unite on any real level, because it looks like that your heart is still kind of stuck on somebody else in the past, and it kind of like it might be time for you to kind of let that go so that you can move on into better circumstances or better relationships, and stop letting the past hold you back. Now, just moving on to the future, I'm kind of feeling is that this Ten of Spades here, it brings out about a lot of vacillation, about questioning. Do you want it? Do you don't? You're going back and forth in your head. And it's kind of hard for you to kind of bury the past and kind of, start new and kind of make a firm decision on whether you really want to move forward with this person. And it looks like even with this person, you already know what you've kind of experienced once before in the past. You're going to still continue to start questioning and continue to question the motives and of this person. And this card also has a sense of feeling, a bit abandoned. So let's look at your next card, which is basically the best that you can hope for in this situation. And we see that when you look at this spread a little closely, we see a lot of dark cards here. So when you have a lot of dark cards, it doesn't, the relationship is a lot of obstacles or problems surrounded. Doesn't mean that it can't be overcome, but it's just going to be a bit more challenging for you to kind of, move forward to this relationship, because again, this Eight of Spades brings about a feeling of being restricted or boxed in. But one of the positive things about this card is that you are going to be afforded the opportunity, as I explained to you, to kind of regenerate it in a different direction. And it could possibly be with either a fire or water sign, a new person that's kind of coming into your life, and, with that, different background in some sense. I'm just feeling too, just looking at your last card in terms of your outcome. The Eight of Pentacles is usually a good card in my romance readings. However, it may not necessarily be a good card in terms of, I guess, reconnecting with somebody from the past again. But it certainly is a good card for kind of moving forward with a new person. And if you feel that the person in your life is not the one that you want, then it's better to just, to really kind of just ease off that person and kind of allow yourself to have a few more options, because I'm kind of seeing a lot of people that's going to be interested in you and it's going to be attracted to you. So I see a lot of romance that's going to be coming your way. But again, just to say one last thing about this person is just that you're going to constantly still wonder whether the relationship is kind of practical and whether you should kind of stick to it or not. And it's going to be this constant, competitiveness, this constant going back and forth, particularly for this month. This is what I'm seeing. So Scorpios, this is all that I have for you for the month of January. I hope this reading resonates with you. It may not resonate with you all, but I do hope that for those that it does resonate for, I hope that you've gotten something out of it. If you like a personal reading, you can contact me at WAT61073 at gmail.com. Again, that's WAT61073 at gmail.com. Thank you for your time.